most important thing about this place is the sense of excellence. From the people that take care of our building, to the leadership that I work under, to obviously the teachers that I get to work with, and then the kids. We set the bar and then they find a new way to overachieve past that. So I'm gonna really miss being part of, that guaranteed everyone's working towards the same incredible goal. Everybody thinks their team's the best, but my team is extraordinary. We pick each other up. We love on each other. Good, bad. It's kind of like a solid marriage, We're just in it to win it together. And I really thought I was something when I came here. I'm just going to be honest. I thought, I'm really good at this. And I came here and I was pleasantly aware and just overwhelmed by, I am average here. I work with some incredible teachers, and that was exciting to be part of people that are constantly making me better, constantly. And then, of course, the last thing would be the kids. They keep me, according to them, they keep me relevant.
Standing here today, my heart is overflowing with gratitude. I started working in Nixa in 2002, 23 years ago. I worked for 11 years in 2 other school districts, and moving to Nixa was the best choice I ever made. Century Elementary, this place is home. It's where I've spent every day since I arrived right here in this very classroom. And it's been shaped by the most incredible people, administrators who became mentors, colleagues who are now dear friends, and a support system that's been nothing short of extraordinary. To my SPED team, you are the absolute best. We're a family. We lift each other up, push each other to be better, all for the sake of our students. There's nothing we wouldn't do for them or for each other. To my paras, past and present, you guys are my rock. I could not have done my job without you. I admire and appreciate you more than you will ever know. You help make my job easier, and I enjoyed coming to work every day. Anyone would be lucky to have you by their side. My principals and SPED director, thank you. Your support and encouragement has meant the world. This decision to retire, it's been one of the toughest I've ever had to make. Because honestly, I've looked forward to coming to work every single day, even when I knew it would be challenging. I struggle to find the words to express how much I cherish the friendships I have gained, the support I have been given, and the parents and students I've had the honor of getting to know and teach. I am very grateful to have been given the opportunity to have taught in Nixa. I'm not saying goodbye, just see you later.
I'm grateful first and foremost for the opportunity my profession has given me to help prepare students for their futures by working with students in the classroom at early ages and in working with them learning reading strategies as a reading specialist and a reading recovery teacher later. Me and my teammates were able to help them build skills that would take them into many different professions. It was a real privilege to be able to see the students I worked with as they grew up and became successful as adults. I'm grateful for the people that I was able to work alongside all those years in Nixa. It truly was an honor to work with and learn from many different people over the years. Many of my coworkers will be lifelong friends and have been there for me through all that life has thrown at me during my tenure. I'm so extremely proud when I think of the joy in the eyes of students when it clicked for them and they were able to read stories that they might have struggled with before. The countless number of children that I have had the honor of working with during my time here is what continued to bring me back each year. I want to thank everyone for the support, the memories, and the opportunity to be a part of this incredible school district. While I may be stepping away from my role, I will always carry the lessons I have learned and the friendships I have made.
I'll miss the kids, of course, watching them grow and change. I'll miss working with my coworkers. It's been wonderful collaborating with special ed teachers, therapists, with Karen McKnight, with Sodexo. I've been with Nixa for 20 years, and then I worked in pediatric physical therapy and other settings for about the other half of my career. I get to work with them from the time they come into the preschool at age 3, and some of the kids I get to work with until they graduate from high school. So I cover 6 schools, and I worked in all of the schools except for SCORE.
What am I going to miss about working for Nixa Public Schools? What am I not going to miss? I've been teaching since the 1900s. In fact, I've been going to school just shy of 50 years, if you count when I started in kindergarten. First and foremost, I'm going to miss the people. The best thing about teaching is the students, past and present. My first class of students should be about 43 years old right now. Last year, I taught 2 of my former students' children. That makes me feel just a little bit old. I'm pretty sure that I surprised everyone, even myself, when I decided to retire this year. I had told my family that I was going to work 1 more year, which would have likely turned into 1 more year, and then another, and so on. I'm blessed to have spent 32 years in a career that I love. I have a wonderful class with supportive families and an amazing 4th grade team of teachers. I don't think there will ever be a good time to retire, so this year is it. I have 6 of the most amazing grandchildren, and I plan to spend as much time with them as I can. Not only will I miss my students, my coworkers, and the families, I'm going to miss my schedule. I have detailed out every minute of my day for as long as I can remember. If you're just a minute late to lunch or specials or recess, you impact the day of so many others. I've loved my time as a NICSA teacher. I'm not sure what my future holds, but I'm excited to figure out my new normal.
I really enjoy the people that I work with. I enjoy working for Robert, working with Brandon Thomas, and all the folks here at Sodexo, and with the school district. The patrons here at NICSA School District seem to be very pleasurable people to work for.
What will I miss the most? Without a doubt, the kids. They've been the heartbeat of every single day. No matter what was going on in my own life, good or bad, I walk through our classroom door and something shifts. I smile for them, show up for them, and somehow they always give that right back to me. Their laughter, their questions, their hugs, their little light bulb moments. It all reminded me why I love what I do. They've filled my days with joy, with purpose, and with so much love. It's always been about them, and leaving them, that's the hardest part.
This truly doesn't seem real that this chapter is coming to an end. Words can't describe how incredibly grateful I have been for this opportunity and the 20-year journey in NICSA at Century Elementary. It's not an exaggeration to say that Century has been my home for these past 20 years. To think about how many thousands of students I have had over these years is crazy and overwhelming. I'm afraid to think about how much I'm going to miss everything about teaching music. Well, maybe not everything, which is why I'm retiring. It's exhausting and I'm pretty tired. But I honestly cannot imagine what all I will miss about the kids, the music, seeing them perform and grow in their music abilities and discover their gifts. I think I will mostly miss the joy that they have and their love for music class and the love they show me. I mean, let's be honest, who else in the normal world is going to tell you how beautiful you are and that you look 25 years old and say that you're the best music teacher when you're the only music teacher they've ever had? No one but elementary kids are going to say those things, and it's precious and funny, and they truly mean what they say. I'm so grateful for Dr. Kopp, who contacted me in 2005 and gave me the honor of teaching music here in NICSA. I'm grateful to have had worked with him as my principal after we taught together in Springfield in the late 90s. And I'm so grateful to Kara Blevins, who has been my principal longer than anyone in my 29-year career. She has been so encouraging to me and has supported me all along the way, and I'm truly thankful for her. Thanks again to NICSA Schools for the incredible honor I have had of serving here. I have been so blessed by all of you, and you will forever be in my heart.
You know, I love helping kids and having that purpose. I think it's a young man's game, and so I think it's time to get out of that. Not that I'm not still doing good work. Like I'm sort of the cool grandpa now, so and that's not as good as being the cool dad or even the cool, young teacher guy as far as relating with kids. And so I'm going to miss the kids for sure. But the biggest thing I'm going to miss is just the camaraderie of my office. We have such a great team here. And I've had several, Carrie Kleinsmith, Sherry Getz, Scott Robinson. I could go on, Joy Horgan. But every time we have a team member leave, we get somebody great. And it's a new dynamic. but it's been great every time for 20 years. It's amazing. So that's what I'm going to miss.
When reflecting on my years of teaching, I liken it to an award-winning novel that makes me feel all the feels. There have been so many moments that have made me laugh. Some moments have made me cry. Some moments have caused me to think more deeply. And like a great book, it's hard to close this chapter. What I will miss the most about my years of teaching is experiencing the transformation of students from the time they walk through my door in August to the time we say goodbye in May. I can't imagine having done anything else as rewarding as this job. It has been an honor.
Well, it's always relationships, whether it's relationships with fellow teachers or it's relationships with kids. I mean, that's what life is about anyway. That's if you're not establishing relationships, you're not a happy person. So that would be the number one thing. And it's the opportunity to have more. The other thing will be, and I know this is being around the young people, whether it's my years in college or years in middle school or high school, kids keep you young. Hopefully you don't become too much of an old fuddy-duddy, although I'm working hard on that.
I think I knew that I would know when it was time, and I just feel like it is. I want to be able to do other things and go out on a high note, and I feel like that's where I'm at. Obviously the kids, that's what it's all about, and I think, without crying, I think just the 400 hugs I get every day and the smiles, yeah. These people are truly family. They're not just friends, they are really family. So I think that's the best part, is those are relationships that are gonna last a lifetime. And so I'm not sad to leave those because I know they're going with me.
What I'll miss the most are the kids. The hugs I get from students who are now in 3rd and 4th grade when they stop by my classroom, just to say hello or check in. Those moments have been some of the greatest gifts of my career. The bonds we form with these kids and their families are what make this job so incredibly special. Each year, I've had the privilege of watching them grow, learn, and become amazing individuals, and that's something I'll treasure forever. I can honestly say that Century Elementary has been the best school I've ever taught in, and the relationships I've built here will last a lifetime. The students, parents, colleagues, and administrators I've worked with have been an absolute blessing. I will carry these memories with me always. As I head into retirement, it's with a heart full of gratitude. I will always remember the wonderful children, the supportive parents, and the dedicated staff who made Century Elementary feel like home. I'm beyond thankful for this incredible chapter in my life, and I have no doubt that the legacy of kindness, respect, and a love for learning will continue to thrive here at Century. Thank you, Nixa, for making my time at Century Elementary the most unforgettable part of my 32-year career. I will miss you all.
This is my 32nd year teaching. It's my 22nd here in Nixa. I think 10 year here at the high school, but I'm going to miss a lot. Mostly the students. Everything we do here is obviously student-centered and for the kiddos, and come August, I'm not sure what I'll do, not having to get my room ready for kids, because that's what I've done for 32 years, is getting the classroom ready and meeting all their faces when they come in the first day of school. Gonna miss them the most, but a lot of the teachers I've worked with and the relationships I've developed, will miss those as well.